Good evening. I'm KrisFlyer. 2017 has been a great year for me when it comes to air travel. I have been upgraded for free for 4 times when flying with Cathay Pacific. So now let me share some tips on how to get your free upgrade, also known as op-ups or operational upgrades. Firstly, you should pick an airline well known for giving free upgrades. According to a relative who is KrisFlyer Elite Gold, Cathay Pacific is a way better choice than Singapore Airlines when it comes to this. If you happen to know any other good choices, please let me know. Airlines only give free upgrades when a cabin is overbooked. If there are empty seats in your cabin, there is absolutely no chance you will get an upgrade. You will have a much better chance if you fly during peak periods, or on extremely popular flights that are almost always overbooked. It really pays to be loyal. An airline usually prioritizes op-ups according to frequent flyer ranks, especially members of their own program. As you can see from Cathay's priority list, Marco Polo Club Gold members, that's me, have a higher priority than Oneworld Emerald members, the top frequent flyers of Cathay's allies. From my personal experience, I started getting op-ups a couple of years after becoming Marco Polo Silver, so you'd better pick an airline and stick to it. I would avoid buying business class tickets, because first class seats are a rare species. If a plane has first class, there are usually no more than 14 seats, even on an Airbus A380 behemoth. So, when you take away the seats booked by paying customers, and those redeemed with air miles, you're probably left with 1 or 2 at most, which will most likely be given to a top-ranked frequent flyer. On a typical Cathay flight between London and Hong Kong, for instance, there are 6 first-class seats, and well maybe 15 diamond members in business class. As far as the cabin manager is concerned, I'm a nobody. This is exactly why all 4 of my upgrades were from economy and premium economy class bookings. Your boarding pass is assigned a sequence number, or SEC number, showing how early you've checked in. The first person to check in will be number 1, and so on. When 2 people are equally qualified for an op-up, the airline will award it to the person who has checked in earlier. Therefore, it is important to check in online as soon as possible in order to get the lowest sequence number. Online check-in usually opens up to 48 hours before the scheduled departure time, so please check your airline's policy and be prepared. In extreme cases, a flight will be so full that the airline will actively try to move passengers to later flights in exchange for op-ups. If you happen to travel during a peak period on a route of several flights per day, and don't mind having your journey delayed for a few hours, simply book the earliest flight you can find. Then, if it really ends up fully packed, you will have the option to accept the airline's offer or bribe without having to lose a whole day of your holiday. For example, Cathay's noon flights from both London airports are very popular because they are used by loads of passengers on their way to various places in East and Southeast Asia, in addition to the usual people heading to Hong Kong. So, you know what to do. The check-in staff may upgrade you on your birthday, which they can tell from your passport. Unfortunately, this may also mean that you can't celebrate your birthday with family and friends. Never hesitate to write a letter of complaint when you receive poor service. The airline may try to make it up to you, and there is always a chance you'll receive an upgrade voucher for the next flight. Of course, nothing is guaranteed, but don't ask, don't get. So, that's for now. I hope this guide has been useful. Thank you for watching, and good luck with your upgrade. If you like what I'm doing, please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.